Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is the first edition of Haunted Ireland. Today, we're going to be looking at Crumlin Road Gaol, Northern Ireland. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Her Majesty's Prison Belfast is largely better known as Crumlin Road Gaol, or colloquially known as the Crum. Since 1996, the jail has remained the country's only remaining Victoria-era prison and has been given a Grade A listed building status by the Northern Ireland Environment Agency due to its architectural and historical value. The prison, that was partly based on HM Prison Pentonville, was built between 1842 and 1845 and was designed by Sir Charles Lanyon. It was originally built to hold between 500 and 550 prisoners in cells that were measured 12 by 7 feet, with the intention of keeping prisoners separate with no communication. However, later on in its history, particularly during the Troubles in Northern Ireland during the 1970s, as many as 3 prisoners could be placed in a singular cell together. When built, the prison did not contain a gallows, and therefore all executions that took place within the prison were carried out in public and with an audience. 17 prisoners were executed in Crumlin Road Gaol and buried inside the prison in unconsecrated ground against the back wall beside the prison hospital. Only 2 of the 17 executed prisoners' bodies were not buried on site. The prison was once known as Europe's Alcatraz. However, there were actually a number of successful escape attempts, the first being recorded in 1866 and another being recorded in 1971 when a group of 9 prisoners nicknamed the Crumlin Kangaroos escaped over the prison's walls. In 1991, the jail was a target for the Provisional IRA, who bombed the building, killing 2 Republican prisoners. Women and children were also held as prisoners in the jail in its early years of opening. Children could be imprisoned for stealing items of food or clothing in a city where poverty in the working class districts was rife. Sentences for children ranged from 1 week to 1 month and could include a whipping. The sentence could increase to up to 3 months if this was not a first offence, which happened with the case of 10-year-old Patrick McGee, who found himself before the judge for a second time in April 1858 for stealing clothes from a washerwoman. Patrick McGee was imprisoned in the jail for 3 months, a sentence that resulted in the boy hanging himself in his cell on April 27, 1858. That same year, a law was introduced forbidding children under the age of 14 to be sent to an adult prison. The jail eventually closed its doors in 1996 and remained empty and derelict until 2012, when it was reopened as a tourist attraction. And with as many deaths that the prison has had within its walls, it comes to no surprise that many guests to the prison have reported many strange occurrences within the prison itself. Several ghost sightings have been reported, and strange sounds can be heard, such as distant voices crying out for help. Many guests have reported seeing a man walking down the D wing of the building before disappearing seemingly into thin air. Another area in the jail known for its high levels of paranormal activity is the padded cell in the B wing. It is reportedly known as the most terrifying cell in the entire jail, where one guest captured the famous face in the coffin photo. If you look closely at this photo that I'm showing now, you can see that beside the man inside the coffin, there's a ghostly apparition of a face. Guests have also reported being touched or pushed while inside the padded cell. Many visitors to this cell have reported an overwhelming feeling of unease and the presence of a dark figure lurking in the corners. B-Wing is also the home of a ghostly prison warden who can still be heard by his loud footsteps walking down the wing. One guest to the prison captured what appears to be the apparition of a child standing in the doorway to one of the cells. She described that this wing was the one she felt most uneasy and very cold in, and the childlike figure could not be seen in the photo she had taken just seconds before the photo that the apparition appeared in. Some speculate that this could be the ghost of young Patrick McGee, while others argue that it looks more like the ghost of a little girl. Crumlin Road Gaol surely does seem to be a place for high paranormal activity and has been popular among many local ghost hunters, with one guest stating, "The place is filled with sadness and grief." One of the spookiest places is said to be the basement drop cell. It is the place where the dead man is set to dangle until he is surely dead. It will leave even the stout of heart shaken and in fear. With its rocky 150-year-long history, the many tragic deaths within its walls, and numerous reports of paranormal activity, landing it on many lists of Ireland's most haunted, would you dare to visit? And that, my folks, is the end of the story of Crumlin Road Gaol, a building that has said to be haunted for many, many years now. This video actually turned out a lot shorter than I had originally expected, so in the future I do hope to go into similar detail and possibly a lot more detail in a few more of the haunting videos that I have coming up. I will be doing this Haunted Ireland series straight up until Halloween, so if you have enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. I will be uploading these videos at least once a week, especially in the lead up to Halloween. If you have liked this video, please do feel free to hit that like button. I would absolutely love to hit 100 subscribers by Halloween, maybe even 150. So if you did enjoy the series, please do subscribe. Also feel free to watch my other videos that I have uploaded to my channel. Mine there isn't that many at the minute, as the channel is still very, very new. But I would really appreciate any and all views. But yes, if you have got to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, folks, and goodbye.